Hey Luis, my name is Christina. I'm with Casey Phoenix SEO. Told you I'd get you this free video over with some SEO tips on how to beat your competition out. So 3 things that we're going to go over today are content, citations, and backlinks. With content, the average site needs 1,000 to 1,500 words to be optimized with Google. When I looked at your page, we're sitting at about 300. So that would be the first thing I'd suggest, is getting 1,000 to 1,500 words on this home page. A lot of people don't look past the home page. And then also you want to make sure that it's got some keywords built into it. And by keywords, I'm talking about what people are searching. What people are searching whenever they're trying to look for your service. So I looked up car wraps versus window tint, and window tint actually has more searches a month in your area. They're sitting at about 70 a month. So 70 times a month, people are searching for window tint in Springfield, Massachusetts. By not being on that front page of Google, you're missing out on those potential customers. So to get on the front page, first thing you're going to want to do is that content. Your #1 competitor is BG Window Tint. And if you look, they're also sitting at about 300 words, if that. So it's definitely something that you could beat out. That's the first part. The second part that we're going to talk about is this visible section here on Google. When you do a search for a service, it's going to come up with what we call the Google Map Pack. This is where we see the business name, address, and phone number. And in order to get listed here, you have to go get what's called citations. To get citations, you submit your information in directories like Yellow Pages, Yelp, CityStar, any of those directories. So here's a tool I'm going to show you to help you out with that. It's called whitespark.ca. It's something you can go and get. It costs about $30 a month. And by getting this tool, you can look up how many citations you and your competitors have. So right now you're sitting at 14. BG Window Tint was in the #1 spot, 20, and Mr. Tint of America was at had 12. So the more citations you have, generally speaking, the higher you're going to be ranked on the map pack. However, you're probably asking, well, 14 is a higher number than 12. I do understand that. But some of the citations, when you use this tool, you can see where you're listed. And you'll notice that some of them that you've got down here have a question mark. So these actually, they're counting as a number, but there's no power coming back from them. So really, you only have 8 citations that are actually bringing any power back to your website. Now, the great thing about this tool is you pull it up, what your competition's doing, and you can see where they're listed and their citations, so you can go get your website listed at the same place with your business. And you can search, say, 20 more of the window tints in your area, car wraps, everything else, and figure out where they're listed. And then that way, you don't want to just beat them by 1 or 2. And this is a great example. How you have 14 and they have 12. You're beating them by 2, but you're not beating them out on the map pack because, like I said, you really only have 8 that are really working for you. So you want to beat them by, these guys have 20. I would start out by 50, 80, 100 citations and just dump into those citations. That way, even if they start to try to play catch up and go and start adding citations, you're still going to be way ahead of them and they're going to have a hard time catching up. The last thing we're going to talk about are backlinks. So with backlinks, we call them link juice. And the way they work is site A points to site B. Site A is the link juice, which gives site B more authority in Google's eyes. It's like a popularity contest. The more you have, generally the more popular you are. That being said, though, not all links are created equal. And link juice is more effective if it has a relative site linking back to you. For example, a blog post that's specifically about car wraps and maybe vinyl coating is going to bring you a lot more power than a blog post about pizzas, because pizza has nothing to do with coating a vehicle. So to find out what backlinks you have in your competition, I have another tool here called Ahrefs. This is another one you can go and get. It costs about $100 a month. ahrefs.com, and it really gives a good picture of what your site's doing. It looks like your site's pretty new. So right now you're just sitting at 3 domains, 3 different websites with 3 backlinks that are coming back to your page. Your competitor, BG Window Tint, has 27 domains, so 27 different websites with 165 links coming back to their page. So that's why they're #1 whenever you search window tint in your area. Another thing about this tool that works just like Whitespark is you can go in and figure exactly where your competition is getting listed and go after those same sites that have a lot of power coming back. That's what the DR is the power. So you want to go for some of these higher ones like 76, 87, 74. go and get listed in those sites, and that's going to bring that same power that they're getting back to your site. And then once you have more than they do, then you beat them out on the first page. So in closing, we talked about content. My first suggestion is to get your front page up to that 1,000 to 1,500 words and make sure that it's got content in there that has some of those keywords that people are going to be searching. Citations, make sure that you blow your competition out of the water. Again, whitespark.ca is a great way to do that and use this tool to find out how many citations you're getting listed for and then how many you need to beat your competition. And link juice, make sure you're getting those high quality links that have to do specifically with your niche. I hope this helps. If you decide that you don't have time to do this or it's confusing and you have some questions, I would love to help you. Phone number is 816-323-4100. Otherwise, thanks for watching.